All right, folks, this is a very strange time, isn't it? I don't need to tell you what's going on because the media is doing a good enough job of that already, aren't they? Life has been turned upside down, hasn't it? We can either take all of this time to freak out, or we can use this time strategically to improve ourselves and our businesses so that we can come out of this hitting the ground running. So stay tuned to hear my 8 ways to improve your business during the COVID shutdown. But first, a little bit of housekeeping. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell if you want to be notified of new videos, and do hit that thumbs up for me. Mwah. All right, fellow photographers and human beings, this is a very strange and mostly unprecedented time for all of us right now. As photographers, we typically work in close proximity to clients, which means right now during this big shutdown, we're not able to run our businesses. In Canada right now, particularly in Ontario, there was just a mandate for all non-essential businesses to shut their doors in order to prevent community spread of this disease. So yes, many of us right now are kind of sitting around twiddling our thumbs, right? Freaking out a little bit. There is an acronym that people who invest in stocks like to use, and it's called FUD, F-U-D. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And that's what everybody is experiencing right now. Let's spread some positivity and proactivity. You can choose to either squander this time watching CNN Live endlessly, getting increasingly more anxious about the state of the world right now, or you can choose to use this time to grow your business behind the scenes on the administrative side of things so that when we come out of this, and we will come out of this, your business will hit the ground running and you'll be in a better position than you were. So here are my 8 ways to improve your business during the COVID shutdown. Listen carefully. Number 1. Rest and recoup. This is so important. As photographers, we are typically running around just as business owners in general, from one shoot to the next, from one meeting to the next, from one obligation to the next. I know for me, I was at the point of burnout once again because I had been working so hard, and then this shutdown rolled around and I had all this time, my entire schedule cleared. So now is a great time to read that book that you've been putting off, to meditate, to really ground yourself and center yourself so that you're ready and rested in order to pursue the next steps once we are able. Of course, everybody's circumstances are different. A lot of people have their kids at home right now, but if you are able to get some rest, play that instrument that you've been putting off that's been collecting dust. For me, it's the guitar and the piano a little bit. Number 2. Audit your business. In the words of my business coaches, Sarah Fennell and Joe Arco, audit your business. What this means is stepping back and looking at your business objectively. Determine if there are any leaks in your business. Are you losing money somewhere where you don't have to be losing money? Could you be charging more? Could you be more organized? Is there a spreadsheet out there that needs your attention right now? How involved are you with your finances? Do you even know where your money goes? Audit your business. Number 3, make a marketing strategy. And stepping back from that, if you don't know anything about marketing, now is a great time to learn. There are tons of resources out there, videos, articles on the internet, and lots of great books. One of my favorite books is Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. I highly recommend it. It will change the way you think about marketing and your marketing message. Now is a great time to invest time in learning about marketing and developing a cohesive strategy going forward. Number 4, this is one of my favorite ones that has been a total game changer for my business, and that's to ask your clients for testimonials. Chances are you've worked with a ton of people who have loved what you've done for them, but you've not asked them for a testimonial. A great way to collect testimonials is on your Google business page. If you don't have one, it's free to set up. Go do that. Reach out to your former clients. Ask them if they would take a moment to leave your business a review on Google. Send them an email personalized to them. Give them a link to your Google business page and ask them to leave a review there. Then you can copy and paste the reviews that are left by your clients and even put them on your website, put them on Facebook, put them on Instagram, share them everywhere. Tell everybody about how much people love you. Number 5, schedule some Instagram and Facebook posts. I'm really bad at this one. When I hit peak season, it is so easy for this one to go out the window for me. I neglect it. It's easy to neglect because I'm so busy and I have so much business that I don't feel like it's a priority. However, that being said, when you're not active on social media and you're not posting regularly, it does end up biting you in the butt down the line. So right now is a great time to use an app. I personally like Planoly for my Instagram posts to schedule the next few months of posts, heck, even the next year of posts if you have that much content. Now is a great time. That way you can automate that and forget about it for the rest of the year. Point number 6, update your website. Have you been neglecting your website? Did you make it in 2011 or God forbid 2005 and you haven't touched it since? Now is a great time to update your website. Whether that means just updating the content on your site or maybe ripping down your site and redoing it completely from scratch so that it's nice, fresh, and modern, this is a great time to invest some time in doing that. Point number 7. Consider alternative revenue streams, whether this means selling prints or canvas or, even prints or canvas, not necessarily of your clients, but let's say you love landscape photography, macro photography, or like fine art photography of some kind. Now might be a great time to set up a drop shipping store, something like using Pixie Set, for example, and promoting that to your network. Not necessarily now, people are probably like tightening their old purse strings right now, but setting that up so that you have a future alternative revenue stream. That way you can be earning money, not necessarily doing photo shoots one-on-one with clients. And finally, point number 8, develop a more cohesive personal brand on social media. What I mean by this is get out there on social media, get in front of the camera more. I know that's hard for a lot of us photographers. We are very comfortable being behind the camera, but I challenge you to get in front of the camera more, post stories on Instagram, post stories on Facebook. This has been a game changer for my business as well, because when you're present on social media on a regular basis, when people end up needing a photographer, they'll think of you first because they keep seeing your stories. And I have one more bonus tip for everybody. Perhaps a lot of you guys are thinking about this right now. Start prioritizing savings once we are able to work again, so that if, God forbid, something like this should happen again, you're not in a position where you have zero savings to fall back on. As entrepreneurs, this is so incredibly important and so neglected by many, many people. It's easy, to make hay while the sun shines and reinvest all that money back into the business. But as we've seen, things can change in a matter of minutes, hours, and days. Who would have thought that our government would shut down everybody's business in this entire country? Pretty much everybody is unemployed right now. This is a great time to look at your finances, see where those leaks are, see where those holes are that can be plugged. Maybe you don't need that subscription that you haven't been using. Have you been spending a ton of unnecessary money on equipment that you don't use? This is a great time to step back and look at that and prioritize a financial strategy. Maybe sit down with your financial advisor or your accountant if you're not really comfortable with numbers, and discuss that going forward so that we can be in a better position should this ever happen again. All right, folks, so there you have it. Those are my 9 ways with a bonus tip that you could be spending your time right now to improve your business, so that once we are able to run our businesses again, you'll be able to hit the ground running and get ahead. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've all been hanging in there. I hope that you've been trying to stay positive. It can be really, really easy to get caught up in the hysteria. And that's not to say that this isn't a serious disease. It really, really is. And it's going to affect a lot of people unless we do our part. So thank you again for watching. If you're able, be that positive voice in your community. I think that's so incredibly important. We're being inundated with such negativity right now. We need to raise that vibration up a little bit higher. So if you're able to be that positive voice amongst your network, in your community, in your circle, do it. Everybody needs a little bit of love and understanding right now. So stay positive. I'd love to hear what you're doing to stay positive and your strategies right now. So please comment below. This is a great time to start a conversation. All right, everybody, stay strong, love one another, and wash your hands. Mwah.